Skipper Des Batten and brothers Peter and John Tunstead, a trio described as typical Aussie blokes, set sail on the 15th of April 2007 for a planned 2-month trip on their recently purchased white painted vessel called the Kaz II. They were never seen again. This is the series where I tell you a story, its subsequent theories and explanations, and then I let you make up your mind. This time, a seemingly abandoned vessel called the Kaz II was found adrift and started a mystery rife with speculation. Many people refer to this as the Marie Celeste of Australia. If you want to know more about that mystery, a link to my vid about the Marie Celeste is added in the description below. On the 18th of April, during a helicopter surveillance mission, a catamaran was found adrift 161 kilometers or 100 miles off the coast of Queensland, Australia. As the sails were shredded, the incident was reported and it was believed the crew of the catamaran might have been in some distress. 2 days later, a rescue mission was mounted and the vessel was boarded. The condition in which the Kaz II was found were described as strange. The table was set up for a meal, food and utensils on it. The engine was still running and the computers and laptops were still turned on. All life jackets still present. GPS, radio and emergency equipment was functional, although no distress signals had been sent. Personal effects like wallets and hung out laundry were found close to the slept on beds, and maps were still placed on another table. The only thing they couldn't find was its 3-man crew, Mr. Batten and brothers Peter and James Tunstead. They were said to be skilled sailors, with ages ranging from 56 to 69, on a 5,000 kilometers, roughly 3,100 miles trip along some of the world's most captivating coastlines. The journey had been planned for a significant amount of time in advance, and they were to dock at their home port in Perth at the end. They left on the morning of the 15th of April between 7 and 8 a.m. Peter was called within the first 2 hours and was told they were to stop at Townsville in the next 2 days. Batten made a routine call to a shore-based radio operator shortly after. It was the last they would hear from them. A video was found time-stamped just after 10 a.m. showing Pete Tunstead fishing on the aft stairway and Batten at the helm. The sea was a bit rough and the 360-degree camera pan showed surrounding islands and thus clues to their whereabouts at the time. The most intriguing piece of information was discovered in the GPS. As 10:30 it shows the vessel veering off course. Queensland coroner Michael Barnes believes, after reviewing the evidence, that they were the victim of a freak accident, an unfortunate series of coincidences. A fishing line was wrapped around the propeller. In attempts to free it, Peter Tunstead fell into the water. James suffered the same fate as he attempted to save his brother. Batten then tried to turn the boat to go back to them, but was knocked into the water by the sails. As the engine of the ship was still running, these men stood no chance of ever getting back to it and either drowned or got attacked by a shark. There is some evidence to support this theory. Moreover, Graham Douglas, the boat's previous owner, said that in contradiction to various other reports, the crew wasn't experienced enough to take on this trip that they had planned. And apart from being anxious to get underway, they were also a bit nervous and had already delayed the start because of bad weather. Despite all this, some of the family members have never fully agreed to this explanation. So what else could it have been? The chain of events portrayed by Barnes does not explain the shredded sail. So could they have been attacked by pirates? The fenders were out, so speculation arose that they had docked with another ship and either willingly or unwillingly transferred to the other ship. However, Townsville police dismisses the idea, stating that fenders are often left out on smaller vessels. Did they stage their own disappearance? Maybe they did it for insurance purposes or for some other reason, either financially or personal. No evidence of this came up during my research though. Could they have been attacked by something from the deep? There is talk about crocodile attacks, or even speculation about giant squids, or yet to be discovered sea creatures who only shredded the sail and left the supper on the table. Just saying. And then there is the always returning explanation when talking about a disappearance. They were abducted by a UFO, or in this case a USO, an unidentified sea object. They are being held captive by extraterrestrials in an underwater vessel or an underwater base. Believe it or not, there is a twist to this tale, as there are multiple eyewitness reports of a grey saucer-shaped object with bright lights on the edge hovering over a highway near Arley Beach before it sped out of there towards the sea the night before the Kaz II left on its ill-fated sea voyage. It is very unlikely that we will ever know what happened to these three sailors, and theories about their disappearance will continue to be told. But you already know what's going to happen, don't you? Because you decide. Did you like the video? Click the like button. Leave comments or start a discussion in the comment box. If you want to see more, you can subscribe to my channel. I have a vlog channel, so if you want to get bored, why don't you check it out? And you can follow me on social media. All links in the description. See you next time!